This is a new type of content I wanted to try out. Let me know what you guys think of it. And of course, shout out to Keemstar. There has been some beef within DuhJaiP, more specifically between Cash and Los. You guys have probably heard, but I'm just here to summarize the whole thing for those who are genuinely curious. I'm gonna stay neutral throughout the video, but I will add some of my remarks. Every quote mentioned onward in this video is real and is taken directly from their live stream. The facts will come after. And Los, Cash, if you're watching, I hope by the time that you watch this video that the beef is squashed or that the beef was simply not real. But by doing research and going in depth, this sounds like real beef. I enjoy watching you both and I hate seeing you guys fight. But anyway, here's a summary of the beef. So Cash and Los were playing team up. These two guys are very competitive, and of course, in their competitive nature, they are on separate teams going at each other, even guarding one another. In this particular team up game, Cash was LeBron and Los was KD. Not really important information here, but just wanted to mention it. In this game, Los's team came up victorious. In fact, this was the third game that they played that night, and Los's team won all 3 games. But in this third game right here, Cash got exceptionally hyped. It didn't matter that he lost. Why? Because he held Los to 0 points throughout the whole game while dropping 17 on him. Cash joins Los's Discord and goes off on him, not even allowing him to speak. He would then eventually leave, and then Los claims he knows the reason Cash did not let him speak. Los claims it's due to the fact that Cash is scared that Los will bring up the 2v2 between him and Raph, facing Cash and Mal. The loser of this 2v2 had to shave their beard. Los says that him and Raph beat them in that 2v2, which happened 3 weeks ago, and he also says that they beat them twice, and that Cash is scared to post the video because of the embarrassment of losing to Los. Cash says that is not the reason at all. Cash says it's due to the fact that the game got intense and that he said some out of character things and eventually squared up with Los. He said if he posted the video, feelings would get hurt. Kobe filmed the video and Kobe was in the chat during this live stream, and Kobe confirms that it would have been the most vulgar thing posted on Cash's channel. Cash says he was so furious because Los and Raph were trying to intentionally get him mad. Los would then confirm that they almost came to blows during this game, and this was because they were cheating him and doing BS during the game. Los is also baffled and suggests that he upload the whole video muted so no vulgarity would be heard. You would just see the action. Los also adds that if Cash won the game, it would be uploaded immediately. Cash claims that Los never has and never will beat him in anything other than Fortnite and Team Up. Cash then actually shows the raw footage of the 2v2 on his stream. There will be a link to it in the description. Go ahead and watch if you want, but I'll be doing a quick summary on it. So Los and Raph were up big in the 2v2, and in an early live stream, Cash claimed Los made crazy threes, and I mean, he did. He made a couple of bang shots, but hey, what are you gonna do? It was 12-6 or something around there, and the game takes a massive turning point. Los and Mal running to get a loose ball. Mal ends up getting it, and Los, I mean, I'm gonna stay neutral here, but Los does blatantly push Mal, and Mal took exception to that. This is where the game ended up getting really intense from here on out. Some more BS happens. Los calls a travel, which actually wasn't a travel, reviewing the tape. But in real time, it's difficult to see. And in real time, I would have called it too. It did look like a travel in real time. Everybody but Los says it wasn't a travel, but Los wants his call to be respected. They ended up arguing very angrily for a little bit, and his call would eventually end up not getting respected. This gets Los mad, and he says he knows what to do to get under Cash's skin and intentionally get him mad. He was confirmed saying this by his teammate Raph.
When the game stopped, we were up by 5 or 6 points, and then Lewis is like, yeah, I know what to do, trust me, don't worry, I got this. He was like, yeah, I'm just gonna get on, I'm just gonna get Cash's head,
Like, you hear this? Like, here, look at this!
Cash then says in the live stream showing the footage that the camera dies and that there's no footage of the second half of the game where things got really more intense.
So this is where the camera died.
Now here is some important and interesting information. Cash says the game did not finish and was tied up. This was even confirmed by Raph.
What you wish you would have had that day? Finish the game up, obviously. That was the whole point of this.
See, we didn't finish the game. It was tied.
But Los said that they beat them, and he said that they did it twice, so that's really fishy. Cash attempts to call Los to apologize. Los doesn't answer and would eventually drop a diss track on Cash, which I thought Los did a pretty good job on. There will be a link to that in the description if you want to listen to it. Cash then reacts to the diss track live on his stream. He dissects every line in the diss, explaining himself, and he was very calm throughout listening and explaining himself. He then says he will fight Los because he doesn't know what Los wants to do, and he was 100% serious when saying this. He says he will fly to the DuhJaiP house by the end of July.
Los, I will be coming at the end of July.
But then he quickly changes his mind and says he will fly to the DuhJaiP house tomorrow, which is today, and will go straight to Los's room and fight him on Instagram Live.
Matter of fact, I want to leave tomorrow.
Cash then proceeds to end the stream, going very deep into his personal life, looking very frustrated and furious. And that is the latest on what I have with this beef. Who knows what will happen next? They could be fighting as I speak. So yeah, that's pretty much a summary of the beef between the two. I say beef in air quotes because people have been saying that the beef is fake, and I really hope it is. I mean, I enjoy watching both of these guys, and I don't want them fighting each other. Also, please don't go and attack any of these guys, whether it be on social media or their YouTube. This is just a video summarizing what happened and why. I spent multiple hours watching past live streams, and everything said in this video is actually real. Evidence is taken directly from the live stream. Los, Cash, once again, if you're watching this, I hope you two squash the beef. If more newsworthy events come out, let me know if you guys want to see a part 2. For now, be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'm out.